Hello, I have my talk in very rooted purpose of Buddhism, liberation and emancipation. In this topic, really profound meaning as what for a beginner, a little bit challenging to understand its nature because it points to the truth. This truth is a modern scientific truth. Buddhism talk about three kinds of cause and effect: material cause and effect, physical cause and effect, and mental cause and effect. So liberation and emancipation is in these three combination in the interdependent or interconnected in the relationship of these three kind of cause and effect. Right now, our world scientists say that that is two, cause and effect is very clear. Material science and physics science. They talk about what is the cause and what is the bottom line after the cause that we penetrate to it and we see how is inside this phenomenon of the cause. And we found that is nothing, only vibration. You see? So even though these very body elements of the body, but when you go deep to it, it's not solidity. It's only cells changing in the vibration or in the chemical continually processing. Bio, it's only bio. No? But mentally, we don't have a new modern science can tell what is inside mentally, in the mind, what we call that in the mind, but we still follow the old tradition. Someone say mind is unique or very one in a one, what we call this and that, name only. I say, but in Buddhism, we are also name only. We have a perception to tell what is inside. But in us, we have two ways to go. I just have one showing in one map. Not much map I can have, but one map is generous. So all this cover in my topic, two sides. One is liberation, one is emancipation. So let me explain a little bit my way, let you understand what is going on in this very topic. So the first thing I need to put in is a wholesomeness. That is the basic of Buddhism. We see mentally and bodily action and our verbal action, that is our two things to go. One is wholesome and one is unwholesome. Maybe you say good or bad, good or evil. Yeah. But in Buddhism, that we don't line it that way. We need to go one direction, wholesomeness. We don't go the other side. We don't see that kind of cause and effect can make you happy, can make you fortune, or can make then someone born with generosity, born with all the material support and physical healthy, don't have to do anything. I say born with. So born with discipline, born with concentration, and born very wise. When he sees something, he recognizes immediately. Born with. If you don't carry something born with, then you need to mature and release. That need to put into training. Yeah, mind and body throw it into training in order that from time to time, it's like we go to elementary school, kindergarten. Before that, then we go up, go to high school, or even go advanced. step by step. So this step-by-step process of wholesomeness moving there, I call it emancipation. So that means, well, you see the path, but if you clearly come close to it, see, there is one step in the footprint. Yeah, you need to follow this footprint in order that you are not step into the fire. You're not, suddenly come to the merge and flattening until you cannot see, cannot breathe. So this is two, and you need to avoid extreme. But I don't see many of general life you can avoid these two extreme easy if you don't have some guidance and advice. So Buddha give a lot of guidance and advice for us because he really know the way to the goal. The goal is liberation. Or I use my word, say the goal is mind-free, not stuck. No stuck in the perception or no stuck in the intention. Mindful, ardent, alert, focused, wise decision, like that. So it not block you into obstacle, into that kind of hindrance. So this need to process into the learning. And here is something that very real. If I need to go into is I saw in my life because I'm in the always walk in the mission with all walks of life. I can see some of them in the whole life, they don't have to worry about material support and physical health. Born with. Even though very foolish, but still cannot finish what he had. The Chinese is like a net come to the liver. It just all the water immediately go inside and outside. You're full of what you need. But you never catch anything from there. That is not the what I said, fortune or positive thinking, enthusiastic or energetic. This is not the Buddha concern. The Buddha concern is in the black line there, or in the blue line there, is called Dhammapadi. Dhammapadi means the system of the truth. So this is something he concerned, who can really make that mind and body totally overcome the stress. So fortunate people, I have with many of my supporters, but no such one of the great donor to MABA, to this project that they already here. No such one. They are very generous. They are very fortunate, but they don't show because they don't interested about the Dharma body or the truth, the system of truth. They are not interested. Even that not matched to their require and life characteristic. So they don't process this way. Yeah. They can give you lots of support by material support. Yeah. By pray to you, honors, respect you, and but they don't come to train. Even though that come to take discipline to your body and verbal, they don't. So the first thing is called sila. Sila means discipline or morality. This discipline is very challenging for people. Yeah, because we need to look for some darkness. We call that darkness happiness. from the dark side to bring your happiness, but a lot of side effects will come later on. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why people hate to have a discipline, hate to have a law. Don't tell me fit into what kind of order. I don't want to be, I am a free man. I don't want to become that kind of boundary me, in a certain location. So I lost my mind free. I lost my word free. I lost my bodily conduct free. They look for free. This is how we are very understanding. If you want to become famous, crowd, large of people come to you, you don't talk something very, poor, very high quality in the body and mind training. You don't tell something like that. If you tell something like that, maybe only 100 of them have 5 or 3. Even though in the Bodhidharma time, there are only 1 student. No matter how. When you see the Buddha, he keep his, what we call that, stubbornness. So he carry on like that. Even though when he give a sermon and then not match the one who look for, then sometimes it's against him, then he keep, quarreling, or sometimes he is blaming and left. That is the record. So very unhappy and left. But after 3,000 more years, the Buddha's Dhamma, or the truth mentioned by the Buddha, that teaching right now is not a nation belief system. It's a worldwide system of who want to search for truth. You can search inside here. So all walks of life come and do their own predicting what they look for. Inside here have a lot of value. You can choose which state, which level of the value you can match to your life. So the first one, we call that discipline. Discipline for basic have 5 right now in the UN or the United Nations. They bring all this discipline of human religion into it. Some of them have 3, some of them have 4, and then Buddhism have 5. Other than that, very clear, no this, no this, no this, no this, no this. I think 5 is the most acceptable in UN. But Buddhism have 1. In the first line is called no killing. No killing. The monk preaching like a very tradition in the elder school, and you want to listen or you want to meditate, okay, come see, take 3 refuge and take 5 precept. Right now I'm here. This is the discipline you need to follow up. Okay, meditate, do your practice, do your reflection, because this 5 harmful, not make any benefit. Not make any benefit. So can you see right now, nation to nation races problem in the color, in the man and woman. A lot of things is going on. You see this 5. It totally broken our family. Break our society's system because of this 5. But United States is a free country. The country, they're not promoting to to this fight, but the promoting freedom. You see, so many side effects and chaos because of this fight. So religion have its own background in the old system that we observe the human society, what it look like. So then we talk about fight. You are a fisherman, or you are a cow farmer, or you are a pig, you're not factory, that you can take 4. Maybe no killing is not possible you now, so you can take 4. So you have 4 emancipation. You have 3 emancipation. You have 2 emancipation. So it means that part, if you don't take it, it still causes the problem. But I say you maybe cause some benefit. You say in the very long process of life going on. I make an example, and a Muslim country in Indonesia, one fisherman boat go into the sea, catch fish, and then just the boat upside down and sink. So the board member mostly drown. And only one man survivor. That man is pushing by a fish called sharks, pushing him so that he can support and survivor. Nothing can explain. He only said that this is a God show power because he is Muslim. God's power. But in my understanding, these 2 creatures, they have good relationship in the wholesome. When they are fishing together, that kind of feeling is so nice to support each other. Good or bad like that. If anger, the same. Like Master Sun Yan in the Drum Monastery, Taiwan, Master Sun Yan come to Bodh Gaya, want to go to this pilgrimage to see where the Buddha born and Nibbana in the place. So he walk in 1 second by all the students with him, 3rd, 4th, 5, until the 22nd. The buffalo inside, he just watch 1 go in, watch 2nd go in, watch 3rd, come to the 22 man, he just hit it by the horn. Nothing can explain. But Buddhism says that, why you? Why you? We call it karma. Karma means good or bad, all come to the condition. So it rise up effect. Second, not talk about this discipline of emancipation. You need to perfect yourself. I say that perfect yourself. No harm, only preparation. If you are wise enough to learn this, preparation is very important. It makes no benefit, but it will no harm. If you put that into the training, then you will build up the good habitual pattern, good relationship between each other. The second is more deeper concentration. You see, when we see concentration, that if you check it, concentration, they have many steps going profound into the mental serenity, mental calmness. Yeah. The most calmest personality we only found in yogi, means a very straightforward practitioner. He is mostly in deep renunciation life, means he go alone into the mind training, not care about all the bodily, how I need to have food, enjoy, take a break, enjoy a whole holiday vacation. He's not like that. He just all the time, no matter doing what, I just train my mindfulness. I just train mental health and objective motive, transform the feeling. The first, transform the feelings of sensual contact. The second, transform the feeling of, into the sixth sense space, come to antidote to hindrances. And then later on, no other hindrances, only joyful feeling of release. Then he still carry on this mental, not physical anymore, but mental. He go more deep into mental. You see, and when I say this, can you know how much stress when you stand there for an hour? You never stand one stillness of an hour, you don't know how much stress is that. When you stand there, oh, the stress is like that. And when you stand for 2 hours, then how it look like? When you stand 3 hours, then you feel, this is, I'm not standing there. I don't have a stress, but it turned into joy. Yeah, it turned into stillness. That. You see, so the mind is, it can be freezing. Why? Because concentration is go more deep, and then its steadiness will become the feelings of the stopping. So a lot of things in the concentration, then in the yogi, they will write down their experience of changing. So what kind of thing in the mind already disappear? What kind of thing the mind already not seen? So after not seeing anything, that means the mind very pure. If you don't step in that, you don't understand what is going on to your experience. Ideally, perceptually, you know it, but feeling and concentrate, then you can grab it because you need a training. But this is called emancipation. In the Buddha's this scripture, they will, all the sutra commentary will write down first jhana, how it look like, this experience, second jhana, third jhana, fifth jhana. So when I want to say something more profound, I say, the yogi in the Ganga river. I'm not using my no breathing anymore. No breathing. Hey, hello. I don't use my no breathing. No breathing. All the followers shout. What are you saying? Then the yogi saw all this confused. And he said, you dig a hole in this Ganga river sand, you take out all this sand, leave a hole there, my head pop, put down there, and you compact all the soil, all the sand, cover it up, compact it, so let it no air there. And after darkness, then you take out the sand. So the yogi lift up his head again, smile. That is not explanation. That is a lack training. So he tried to say that, I don't use my nose breathing. I still survive. how to survive. Can you imagine? That's it, something that from India, very Indian culture. When they come to China, they bring something. They come to Tibet land there, they bring something. Even though right now they have woolen jeep, drawn, fly up in the Himalaya, and they saw some guy yogi sit in the edge of the mountain, facing there. All the snow already covered the body, and all the skin turned into red, the face turned into red, and the drone just take picture and carefully watch. Even though his eyes sleep, anything of his body not show he is alive there, not show any movement there. He go deep. Not an hour, not a day. Why go very deep? Because of the cold, maybe the 30, the minus 30 or minus 40. If you move a little bit, you show you are have the feeling of the body, you are freezing, immediately pass away. You need to keep your mind very subtle in deepness until this body not showing anything. Then the body can keep there. So concentration have his own experience and have his own writing. Yeah, this is we call that mental science or mind science. So American is very interested about this. Harvard University get a lot of yogi come to the lab, and medical physician, scientists, they just try to observe. You do the experiment again and again. Try to tell something. So meditation has something in his own field, means very professional skill. Yeah. Then we come to right wisdom. Yeah, in all the yogi training, wisdom is a very high perspective and very high standard we look for. So in Buddhism, before the Buddha time, then they still have this and that minor attachment. But after Buddha time, so he compare what he know and other yogi knowing that, he talk about detachment. Pick up this word. Wisdom is equivalent to detachment. Okay, how much we can detach? This is become a solution. At least I am look for how much I can detach if the time comes. Yeah. A lot of challenge in this very life. You know, especially like me, have uniform. So anytime you need to prepare for dying, accept the dying. Is it easy? Oh, life attachment is very, very deep. Did you see someone dying in the hospital? Who do the dying care? Then you will know more than me. Sometimes the hospital will call, this is a Buddhist, the last moment and the machine need to shut down. The heartbeat machine need to pass to another person. So he need to post the hose. So call for emergency, that kind of counseling. So when you go there, you see all this if the body is not have any life anymore, totally all the energy mostly is gone. Yeah, it's look like barbecue. Sometimes it look like real barbecue like that. Yeah, it's not too fun, but the mentor still really active. Even I can you concentrate? Come, we do some meditate together. Okay, meditate a little bit together. Later on, when I feel a little bit tired, little bit of the smell, then I need to take a break. And I say, let me take a break and come back. Then when I take break, he point to the nurse, means turn on the TV, turn on the TV. So the nurse already a lot of helping. Yeah, nurse only give you more comfort, support, but mine it cannot be comfort if you not have that characteristic. Yeah. So you see, in the very last moment, I saw this. I become sharp and bring the awareness back that if that kind of mindset in me, trouble. Almost the end of life in the darkness, you don't know where is the coming, what kind of phenomenon will coming. We have tomorrow, everyone have tomorrow. If after life, do we predict that if something coming, have we been prepared? That is what I continually know. Religion talk about future life, talk life after. And we, Buddhism, see that not only life after, life before. If we say that we have tomorrow, we have today, we may have yesterday. We predict it's a line that come this and that in two sides like that. That is a Buddhism talk about war have a lot of going back and forth. So this is how wisdom talk about, we can do much, much more if we really decide which way to go. So Buddhism talk about which way to go. So they always see as the discipline is the first thing as a foundation. The first, what we call the pagoda. If you see a pagoda, the building or a building that in many floors, then the first is a foundation. So we don't say generosity, fortune, energetic, or positive thinking is the base. No, wholesome is the base. Wholesome need to base on the discipline. So this is like foundation. So that in this foundation, then you can build in mind training. You see? And concentrate people, have a lot of people very concentrate. Cowboy, very concentrate. Samurai, very concentrate. Right now, we call that all this terrorist leader. Not in the dark terrorist, in the blind terrorist, under table terrorist, top table terrorist. They are very concentrated. You see? We need to talk about wise. Wise is based on discipline, based on wholesomeness. Like that. This become a very important, we call that the viewpoint in Buddhism. Yeah. If you don't have this viewpoint, then you can see we involve a lot of, cheating, like business cheating. We involve a lot of war, military. You see, and the science to involve into something that you don't need to create because not benefit to human being. Yeah, discover innovation at that, then you danger into the whole system of human being. You see, why scientists do this? They want to make living? No, not much like that. They need just a desire to go into something that we call it wrong view. Yeah. So here, why is what the Buddha mentioned in the past when he see other teacher what they want to promote and what they want to show their experience. The Buddha see that sometimes this is not make sense too much because of a lot of in that time is called ascetic monk. You see, some of them they have a very long nail cut. Some of them they have a hair, the whole life not cut hair. Some of them they never dig bath. A lot of that kind of habitual pattern. They thought this is their tradition, but the Buddha said not make too much sense in detachment. It not make too much of the mind liberation of the bodily letting go. So wise have the meaning that right judge into something more logic. Make sense? More logic. You can think of its cause and effect. Yeah. So the cause and effect will come to letting go or come to another new kind of attachment. Yeah, this become very important that you need to again reflect it back. Like what I want to say, one thing that it's a deep contemplate and reflect back that let you release. You see, and right now we call that if the society have a lot of conflict between a nation to nation, people to people. How can you release yourself from this energy or from this stress energy? I think Buddhism talk about loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. If you meditate on this, it really makes you more open heart. You see? So that is yesterday I answer your question and talk about so lucky the Dalai Lama. He is not choosing to be like that in his desire, but he born in that position. And then facing to, chase out from his territory and come to the world with no support background of country. So he just run out, and then all these followers and a lot of these Tibetan people also not like that or not, take care very well in that region and come into the free world, India, sometimes Tibetan and sometimes United States, all the way go. So a lot of suffer and come. He thought you have power. Help me. I complain. I tell my story. So the Dalai Lama have only a human body like me. So he just listen and try his best to help. He need to have a way to release his mental stress. Okay? Without release this mental stress, I don't think he won't go to depressed. So he need to meditate on certain way in order that his mind become more open up and let his mind more free. Yeah, I mentioned before, I have a story. One of his old monks, tortured by Communist Party in China. Bring him, hang it there. Hang it there up. How to hang it? Your thumb pulling up. Can you imagine? Lots of torture. So when that guy come and torture you, I think keep on torture you will go crazy. But that monk not go crazy. It become tough, a spirit reader after many decades of prison. After he come back to the real world, he becomes spirit reader. So his telling is, when the torture guy come to him, the first contact, then he will, try to be, start his meditation and compassion. I need to compassion into this man. When I give all my compassion to him, if he can receive it, no harm to my own mind. You see? So the very negative condition, he know how to use his skill in positive way, in the very wisdom, we call that right wisdom way, in the Buddhist meditation, he overcome the problem. Hate cannot go to hate. Only compassion can become antidote of hate. Dhammapada say like that. So this is the right wisdom. So if you pick up some of my example today, keep it in mind. Who knows one day we need to use it? Who knows? If one day I drop into that big holes, darkness, what can I do? I cannot like go to San Francisco there. I go to the gold mine, in the very deep cowboy town there. Right now become ghost town. Then you can go there and then you keep $10. They give you a bucket of sand. You just go. See whether you can find a piece or not. Maybe tiny. Yeah. So after I play $20, I'm not good luck. And then you say, all the one who got all this, gold, and then the robber come and rob the gold. When the robber been caught, they just put into the prison. Yeah. All the robber come into prison. When he come out, go crazy. I saw the sign say that. What? Go inside and come out, become crazy? I need to go in. Yeah. So I tell this guy, I said, let me go in. Can I? Okay. I go in. Once I go in, he take the torch light and help me. When I stop there, he move out. And I open my eye. Hey, what? Where is my eye? I open my eye. I open. Nothing I can see. When I open my eye, nothing I can see. If a very strong desire, material desire, personality, when you come to that darkness, I think definitely will go crazy. So after that lesson, it become a big lesson for me. I come back and meditate quickly. Take all my time, darkness meditation, day, light meditation, deep meditation. I need to go into more brightness and shine, radiate in my mind. When the day I come to that darkness, then if I don't use right wisdom, right attention, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration, if without that support, I will definitely go crazy. See? So this is what I remind my life. When the time comes, who knows? Learning in Buddhism, contemplate in Buddhism, they have the listen. Yeah. You need to grab that immediately before, condition. Who know what kind of condition will come into the coming. Live processing in front. Don't think that the thing will not come. So right knowledge means after all the training, you have a new experience about release. Not only maturing in release, but a new ways of release that you found. Yeah. So in Buddhism, that in the past they have a lot of personality in the very elder or the good meditator experience. I want to tell is my teacher, my Chinese teacher, Chinese Buddhism teacher, Jù Rú, and his teacher. Friend, we have the autobiography there. When a day in his life, he go to fundraising to build up a monastery in the mountain of Jì right now in China. He want to build the temple there. Go to fundraising and enter into Thailand. Thailand is a Buddhist country, lots of good advanced practitioners there. So you want to go to fundraising, you need to show what kind of skill you can offer to the world, to the Buddhist world, at least to the Buddhist world. Otherwise, who want to support you? Tell me the reason how I want to support you. So when he go there and then facing to all the listener to keep a talk, so he enter into the altar like here, sit there, and he sit there and quiet, concentrate. Then he forgot the world. Many days not moving there, stuck there. This is my teacher told me. You don't tell people what is the word. You tell people what it look like. So after many years later on, all these listener, all these great monks who as their audience, they know something profound. It's not in the word, but in a serenity basic. This very mind and body already shut down, already stopped, and not pass away, but stop. That monk is called Xu Yun Master. We just have the autobiography in our library there. Who want to read it, you can take a read it. You see? So a real monk that have many years of practice, in order he mature his release, he mature his mind stopping, as what I said yesterday. Here is the basic we learn. Let the mind stop for a while, not involved. Yeah. So that become a very strong release message. That is here what we call that right knowledge. This knowledge is not the knowledge of a common precept. It's the knowledge of wisdom. It's knowledge of liberation. So come into Noble Eightfold Path, come to emancipation, or we call that right release from the right release, you show your right knowledge. Yeah, like what the Greek translator Pico Bodhi said, right knowledge. So right knowledge is equivalent to the message of Nibbana or liberation, the final liberation. Yeah, who come to that level, then his whole body represent the truth of what I said, the whole system. He will represent the right discipline, right concentration, right wisdom, and right emancipation. The whole system, he come to the final of the trend, totally release. Yeah. So here is what I want to share with you all. No more what I can say anymore. I will stop it here, and I hope that this message will bring to you all these 5 parts in the blue that we call that Dhamma body, means the body of truth. Yeah, what you want to learn, keep on research, keep on focus and understand this, and you bring it into your life in a contemplation and mature your contemplation. When you see things, you recognize, you see, this guy, his mind right now is in the sleepiness hindrance. Also, that guy is in very hyper, not only the hyper in the mind, but hyper in the self world. Yeah. Then when you watch something, you recognize immediately what is that. Then this is called psychology. But in Buddhism, it's more profound than that. That guy, his body is no sign, very stillness. But what is inside his mind? A good meditator still can predict inside. That become what we call that right knowledge. Means you can know body mind without showing his word and his body. The teaching recorded that way. This become my interest. If the body not showing anything, his word not showing anything, can you psychologically know what is going on inside? Become very challenging. So Buddhism mental science will talk about that. In the past, carry on into right now, still a lot of good practitioners that carry on that message. This is make me have a little bit, very interested. What does this mean? I want to find out. Yeah. So I am a mental scientist, not only writing in the essay of theories, but do a lot of lab work, try to discover is the tool work to solve the problem. So Buddhism, it will tell you a lot of tool, 1 set of tool, 2 sets of tool, 3 sets of tool. Other than that, this is the power tool. Other than the tool, nothing else you can rely on. That is Buddhism. Other religion may say you rely on this, you rely on that, but the Buddhism is not taught that is the rely you can get the freedom. Yeah, you can get the freedom only apply with the true logic, right way, accurately solve the problem. You need to take the tool, but don't take the wrong tool. In the last one, I want to say, so loving kindness, don't love to the opposite side, what you love. It will make attachment. So compassion is not everything can compare. Compassion to someone very, charming, you don't love with it. If you love it, it will create attachment. You see, that is something that we need to know the side effect too. So if you know that side effect too, be alert, then you have the time to distance from the troublesome. Thank you.